Hi friends! This week we're learning about nature, trees, seeds, and planting. So I thought it's a good time to make that worm farm I think we talked about a little earlier. Now, a worm farm is a home for the worms. Now, what do you think you need to make a home for the worms? Well, first start thinking about, what do worms need? Where do they live when they're out in nature? Think about it. Where do they prefer to be? Yes, down under the ground. They live down in the dirt. They need cool, damp places. They don't like the sun. Cool, damp places. They'll dry out in the sun. So you start with a little container. I found this in my recycling, and I thought it was just perfect because the lid has these little holes on it. That could be the holes, air holes for the worms, so air can get in and they can breathe. But you start off on your container adding a layer of little rocks. And the reason is because you need to keep the soil moist. So you might have to add a little water from time to time if you're going to keep them for very long. And the water needs a place to go. You want it to go away from the dirt so it can come to the bottom and rest down here with the rocks. So on top of the rocks, you add just what they need. Add some dirt. So I've got some dirt here that I'm going to add for my worms. So we have some rocks, some dirt. Now if you have some, you can add a layer of sand, or I just got a pair of scissors and cut up some leaves. They love leaves. In fact, I found my worms under an old flower pot that had been sitting on some leaves that were still damp, still wet. And boy, the worms just love. That's where I found them, under a flower pot with the damp, wet leaves. So I took some of the leaves and just cut them up. You make a little layer of leaves for the worms. And now I'm just going to top it off with some more dirt. Here we go. Okay. Some more dirt. And now on the top, a few more leaves for the worms. Another few leaves. Now, the worms are going to need a little bit of food. So I read that you can take things from your compost. What might you find in your compost? Do you remember at Irving School we collected compost? What did we collect? Yep, you're right. Sometimes we collected little pieces of strawberries. So I cut up some strawberries from my compost where the tops were, and I'm saving them for the worms. I also, yesterday I cut up an avocado. I ate the avocado, but not the skin on the avocado. You don't eat the skin on the avocado. So I cut up a little bit of the skin of the avocado. So now they have a nice treat. They have leaves and strawberries and avocado skins. These are going to be some very happy worms. This is the lid that I will put on it. Strawberries, little cherry tomatoes came in this container, and I like it because you can see it has the holes on the top, and the holes will provide air. So this will go on like that. But wait a minute. I think I forgot something. What did I forget? You're right. I forgot the worms. Oh boy. Oh, here's some worms I found. Here they are. Oh, see? Can you see them? Let's see if we can. You see them wiggling around there? Yeah? There they are, wiggling around. Oh, yeah, he's going to get loose. They're very active. So there's only, I don't want to put too many in here. There's 1, 2, 3. 3 worms I found under my pot. And I put them in here. Let me see if I can find one more. Here's another one. There he is. See? See? So we'll add him too. So we're going to put the top on, and in a couple of days we'll come back. Right now, the worms are resting on top. They're exploring. They're exploring the leaves and the strawberries. We'll put the top on. I won't put this in the sun. They really prefer to be in a dark day. Oh, you know what I forgot though? A little bit of water. Not too much, just a little bit of water, because they do like to be moist. So I have a little container here, and I'll add just a little bit of water. Okay, there we go, not too much. We'll put the top on. This will probably go down in my basement. It's kind of dark and damp down there, and I'll find a little corner to keep them. And then in a couple of days, we'll take them out and see how they're doing. I think there were 4 worms that we put in here. So when we come back, we'll see if there are more than 4 or fewer than 4. And we'll see if they ate those strawberries or what happened. We'll check up on them in a few days, and then I'll let them go. I won't keep them for very long. They're just fun to watch and see and learn about. So tomorrow we'll have a story about worms that I'll share with you, and we'll learn a little bit more about why worms are important in our world and in our environment. And we should take care of them like we do all of the creatures we find in our natural world. Okay, friends, so stay tuned tomorrow and we'll learn some more about worms. Bye now.